fun.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
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 It's been a
DM,
hot minute.
I'd like to use my caltrops. Please.
Put the D4s away.
Just starts like placing her around her cart.
Now, not only will she drop things, she'll fucking break her feet doing so. What did Paige ever do to you, you fucking monster?
All of these things are true.
Oh, anyways. Does anyone remember at all what we did last session? Been a bit.
I
Not a
believe
clue.
we funded the entire existence of a singular secretary.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure that's the most important
You
part.
paid for her grandchildren to go to college.
I was gonna say we paid for her education, her kids' education, her grandkids.
How much
You know.
exactly did you give her?
Oh Lord.
I wasn't
oh
counting.
no.
That's
Enough to buy a house in New York.
Like that was at least like a few hundred at minimum.
God.
It was like
think
Oh.
yeah,
the
a few
initial
hundred
bribe was like 75 or something, and then I think Mars added like another 25 on top of that or somewhere around there.
Right.
I would have
That-
to look
that is-
back at the episode to get the exact number, but it's at least 100 gold.
That is
Yeah.
Alcibiades' level of money giving.
Look, somebody was on a mission, they needed answers, and they didn't want to mess around. And
Mm-hmm.
it's redistribution of wealth.
Yeah, you're
You
giving
know?
back to the community. I get you.
Exactly.
It's too bad that she's just going to keep buying things with like daddy's money instead, but like it's a nice
It's
thought.
not too bad. She's gonna put it away for a nice rainy day.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, if no one else wants to, as a whole, I believe the session was essentially just you guys heading over towards the records office, bribing the shit out of this girl.
Mhm. 20 is back.
I think 20 is back. 20 is back. Yes, they had a 20 had a lovely conversation with Emmy.
Yes, they did.
I believe you guys stole a file from the records office.
That happened.
Meanwhile, Gaius and Rhea had a quick talk about paladins and such. And then Gaius got a couple of readings from... Almost fucking called her Esmeralda. From Isabella. Completely oblivious to what may or may not have been flirting. But yeah, I think you guys have maybe gotten some answers. What do you think? Where are we gonna go from there?
Yeah, so yeah.
I'm giving inspiration to the boss of this chapter.
Oh, great.
Awesome. I feel like they already had it, but that's cool.
I believe the research group was coming back to the wagon to share our information because we found out a bit about the deed as well as who oversaw the contract.
Ironbriar.
Mm-hmm. Justice Iron Bar.
Ironbriar.
Oh.
Iron bar.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the main thing. We were coming back and Everyone else was just kind of chillaxing.
Mm-hmm.
So, essentially, start of the session, Gaius is heading back to Paige's cart from Isabella's. Research squad is heading back to Paige's cart.
Ollie wants to see if ask people along the way to try and find like where the justices would sit, where Justice Ironbriar would be.
All right.
Just random folk on the street.
Yeah, just do you know where the courthouse is?
I need to point out, this feels so much like one of those episodes of like pulling people on the street off to the side, just like, do you know the name of your congressperson? No. What? I have to get to work.
Right. Jesus.
Yes, this is a civic engagement survey. Do you know where your courthouse
Do you know
is?
where your tax dollars are going?
Do you know what kind of people your tax dollars are funding?
My parents, for one. Go fuck yourself. Meanwhile, I get to scroll through a document for 5 hours while I find this information, you fucking asshole.
Sorry.
No, it's
Oh,
chill.
please. You'd scroll through the document for 5 hours even if you didn't have to find information.
It's a
Bold of you
big
to
ass
assume
document.
I've opened this document a long time. Everything else is already on the fucking Roll20 page.
No. I'm
I mean,
sorry.
is it a searchable document? I don't know. That
Uh,
helps.
I believe so, but I don't know the name of the place, so it's not gonna help.
What am I gonna search for? Ugh.
We're gonna find it. Yeah, I'll get back to you. In the meanwhile, go ahead with your journey.
So I guess we get back to the wagon after that? Unless anybody has any other stops?
No, not at the moment.
So then we'll just walk in the wagon and hey,
Hey, welcome back.
so we might have a clue to follow, a lead.
And we might as well. What is your lead?
Real quick, Chris, go ahead and roll me investigation.
With aid?
Yeah, with advantage.
With advantage or just normal?
With
advantage.
advantage.
Okay.
What kind of aid? Lemonade? Limeade?
Oh,
my
Awesome. Yeah, nobody in the area that you're walking through knows their local politicians. They're all adventurers from out of town.
Oh my god.
Gotta love it.
Maybe you shouldn't go up to the people that look like they're dressed as adventurers from out of town.
Right?
Just a thought.
I
Go
mean,
to the people with the tags that say
those are the
local.
people that I have rehearsed scripts for, so I know how to interact with.
Like
I don't know how to
passes,
interact with the other people.
passes all the market stalls and stuff and just asks travelers.
Mhm. Well, they're the ones with the 3 dots above their head. They have to have some kind of a conversation.
Yep.
Meanwhile, you're passing all of the exclamation points.
Yeah.
All right, listen. I
Sounds
feel like
about
that's
right.
a personal attack.
It may be. It may be, Squid.
I started playing Final Fantasy 14. I kept ignoring the exclamation points to do the side quest stuff because those people needed help.
Oh my god.
That's like Skyrim. I only talk to the random kids.
I only talk to the chickens.
Mm-hmm.
Most important NPCs.
So, anyways,
So yes. Um, so it appears that there was a specific justice. She kind of looks over at Holly like, yes, that's the right word.
Justice Ironbriar.
interesting. From
Yes, and
hmm?
yeah. So apparently they were the one who assisted or oversaw the signing of the deed, and the you have it right. Looks over at JB.
They nod and produce it. Produce the stolen goods from
Yes,
their
that.
from their bag.
I was thinking that we could, look over the 2 copies, and aside from the additional signature at the bottom, see if there are any inconsistencies that we might be able to construe further information from. Um,
Right. Well, from what I remember of the hand reading, the card reading, it seems like there is somebody in a. We need to try and find the leader of this cult in order to take down the cult, and it seems like the leader is in a position of high power, potentially a justice. So I think
See,
we're
right?
we're on the right track. I think.
This cult, it has people all the way up in the highest levels of government. They have to be brought down.
Well, yeah. It's a usual tactic. Cut off the head of a snake,
Corruption.
the rest withers and dies.
we should maybe make absolutely sure that, they are, in fact, the cult leader before we go around. Makes like small cutting motion at her neck.
Oh yeah, I
think
wasn't
we
gonna
should
chop
go
his head
guns
off.
blazing.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna chop his head off.
No, I think the far more effective solution would be if we
Oh.
could find records of his misdeeds and expose him through the normal police town guard people.
That might work, but we also don't know how many people he has on his payroll. And if that would actually bear fruit.
That's a good point.
I mean, I imagine if he's in charge of a cult, he would have many people in his pocket. Hell, the cops could just be a part of the fucking cult. Like, am I crazy? Am I wrong?
No, you're right. That makes perfect sense. I mean, that explains how he could have gotten away with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess maybe we should figure out what it is they're actually doing in the town.
That would be a good idea.
So, what's our next step? And Holly's
Well,
looking directly at Gaius.
well, Mars was gonna look over the 2 deeds and make sure they actually match up. So I guess she'll do that while you guys are discussing.
Do you want help?
Yes. That's just gonna be an investigation, right?
What happened?
Mars is going to be comparing the 2 deeds to make sure that everything is like lining up as far as like the information on both of them.
Yes.
Emmy will give you guidance.
I
if
think
Black Cat wants to give you aid.
Wow.
Guidance. There we go.
Giddens.
Ooh,
That's
nice.
Damn.
Well, all right.
I like to think Emmy just helped turn pages with you with your snoot.
Mhm.
Well, Holly and Gaius were over there just debating the next step without any proof.
While Black Cat John Brown actually helped you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, you read through both of them fairly well. Reading between the lines and all of that, and you don't really find any discrepancies per se. I mean, everything seems to be in order. As far as you know about legal documents.
I was gonna say, like, as far as she's aware of the laws of this land, which granted is a very sparse information.
Are these printed documents?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are all handwritten documents, yes. As there's not a printing press.
Be a lot
Okay, so
cooler
there's
if there
magic, but not a
was.
printing press. We're really pushing the bar here.
Listen, there's actually a spell with new things that have come out that magic users can touch a piece of written work and touch up to 10 other pieces and copy the information onto them.
Okay, so a copy
Wow.
machine wearing a wizard's hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Not a
have
printing
that
press.
spell. I'm actually taking that spell for poetry.
Oh hell yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah, forgery. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the handwriting for both of them is the same, essentially.
Essentially, yes.
All right, well, everything seems to be in order. She glances over at everyone else, just kind of puts the two documents together and hands them back over to JB.
Who files them using the Dewey Decimal System?
Very important.
Very important.
Well, how about this? Huh?
Nope, go ahead.
You sure?
Yep.
Are you sure you don't want to talk, Mars? Okay. So anyways, we do have a way to monitor these people. Why don't we just, follow him? Maybe not physically, maybe he's gonna look over to Tia. Maybe she can.
Who's not there at the moment.
Oh. He's gonna look over.
She's still over checking out the lumber mill because no one has called for her back yet.
Yeah. He's gonna look over and go, right, we have a bird. So, maybe we can ask her to go off of the lumber mill and track down this person, this justice. Have them follow this justice
There's
around. Yes?
one issue.
What?
Nobody seems to know where the courts are. And we don't actually know what he looks like.
Like, imagine that would be a matter of public record. You did swimmingly at the office.
I asked around. It's like nobody paid attention in civics class.
What?
Well, they were all out of town, so.
You were asking outsiders where a local place is.
I mean, Yeah, I think I was.
Mm-hmm. Where did you get this deed? This information about this justice?
From the
Angry.
outsiders.
Recorder's office?
Okay.
It was the same post as the spa.
Okay.
Sorry, not that that matters.
Do you think they would know?
The spa?
Yes, the spa. Why don't we go take another spa day?
That sounds lovely, but we need to.
We need to
I
focus.
believe
Just
you would hear in your mind. I believe that has diminishing returns.
Hmm.
What you're saying is we need to be more stressed before we can go back.
For proper
Yep.
effect, yes.
Well, actually, I'm quite stressed, so you know, I wouldn't mind.
I mean, I imagine that Emmy, JB, and Gaius are actually pretty stressed considering they're still nauseous.
Yeah.
Hey God, when 20 says that, Emmy starts counting out gold coins. How much was it for someone to go to the spa?
Oh, fuck me.
I think it was like 5 gold for everyone, right?
Something, yeah. It
So
wasn't a
Emmy would
lot.
just take out a gold coin and push it towards 20, and in his mind he would hear, "It is true, you have not been in some time."
No,
Forever, actually.
So you get a gold coin, 20.
30 per person. 30.
30 per.
Well, thank you very much.
Are
That
you-
is so generous of you.
No wonder I have so little gold left.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was 30 per
Never mind.
person, plus 10 for Emmy, plus 20 for the bodyguard.
She pushes 29 gold towards you. Her entire bag. She just shoves it towards you.
What is that all you've got? Because I've got that much at least. Look,
It is
I need just.
unimportant.
I don't know where he'd be keeping it because yeah, he just empties his pockets and 80 gold falls on the ground.
No, it's in the jar.
Oh, it's in the jar.
no! He pulls out 80 mango
Oh my
covered
God.
coins.
Yes.
No,
Hang
the
on,
coin
I mean,
purse.
Absolutely.
Once all the mayonnaise is gone, then you can use them. But I don't really have anywhere to keep them.
Hold on, I need to pay for something. Brings out a gold coin, sucks on it, puts it down. Another gold coin. Ugh.
I will vomit in your ear, Bird. I swear to God.
I'll just lick all the mayo off them first. And then...
I'm not the one who came up with this, okay? I'm not the one that said, "Hey, I'm gonna have a character that only eats mayo."
True, but you are the one that suggested his money come from there.
Okay, yes, fine, my bad.
It was thematically appropriate, all right?
It was.
Oh, I love it.
Shit.
Well, maybe they can clean my gold for me while I'm there too. Give each gold piece a spa day.
Oh my god.
You walk into a spa and just like empty your dirty laundry into the hot.
I can just prestidigitate those clean. Really, it's fine. I even have some spare spare coin purse if you want it.
We also have soap that smells like roses if you want your money to smell like.
Oh, hell yeah.
He probably
Bathe-
smells pretty
bathe-
bad too, actually, having not
Coins of
had any
roses,
kettle.
and then put them in the jar.
Yeah, all right.
Now your
But then there's
jar,
the
your mayonnaise jar now
mayonnaise gonna
smells like
taste like
roses.
roses. Okay.
An absolute train wreck.
Oh,
Yeah, as soon as you pull out a handful of mayonnaise coins, she immediately just starts prestidigitating, just like, nope, 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 that's disgusting.
What are we discussing? The silence. The fucking silence.
anyways. So. Yes.
Right, yes. So, what were we talking about again?
A spa. We're going to well, at least I'll go to one.
I love that for you, James. I
I love
can...
that for you,
20.
bestie.
Alright, 20. I love that. 20. Wrong name.
Well-
Sorry. Looking at the wrong screen.
Well, I do hum a bit because I've been stuck in this place for like a month, and my friend here has not got a bath.
It would be very relaxing and refreshing, I'm sure. I always collect my thoughts, during that time.
I mean,
But-
obviously, if you've got more pressing things to do, then it's not a problem.
So, how do we find the bad guy? That's really, I think, at the road where we're at. How do we find this Justice Ironbar?
Well, I imagine there is a place to get information, like an information shop or something for tourists.
We could probably also just speak with one of the town guards.
Exactly. That would work too. Imagine either that
Right.
or maybe there's a box that's shaped like a house that you can press a button and then it starts telling you what all the things are. Starts singing a song. Exactly. Exactly. There you go. There. Anyways,
Sorry,
town
I
guard.
grew up in a small town. Yeah, we didn't have either of those.
Artificers are neat. We could also potentially see what Dia dug up.
Mm-hmm. Those are also options.
Mm-hmm. Why don't we ask her if she would be willing to come back and...
Well, maybe check and see if there is any thing to update us about first. See if she needs to observe longer, and if nothing of interest has happened, then we can call her back.
Okay.
Call her
What?
back like a trained bird.
What time of day is it? It's not near the end of the day, is it? Like the end of the workday?
I'm trying to remember what time you guys left. I think you guys headed out pretty much at the morning to go over to Paige's cart.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
I'm loving it.
say what up? 1 o'clock?
Okay, so we still have a little bit of time before the Justice would get off of work and then be able to go visit his cult following.
Again, we don't actually know if he's part of
He was one of the names withheld on the deed, right?
It's still a thing that we need to check out. Because if we were to ignore this one thing, then we would be nowhere. On top of
Fair
that,
enough.
the card said we are looking for somebody in high stature. That is in law enforcement, I believe. That is law connected. What was the actual fortune, Kadia? Do you remember?
Hello?
Hello?
There we go.
Hello.
Okay. Fucking Discord doing me dirty.
Do you remember the fortune?
Yeah, let me bring your cards up real quick.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice calming
Aw.
music.
I could change that if you like.
No. No,
Sure.
not again.
In
No,
his head,
please.
in his head, 20's still like, Emmy, 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 Emmy.
God. Emmy would to
Emmy's-
Caltrop?
Would like to.
Okay.
Hmm. Is that a new dance? I don't think I'm familiar.
Dude,
What is the Caltrop?
Emmy
like
would
the
like to
Melbourne
caltrop.
Do
Please think.
the Caltrops.
Also, Emmy's ignoring you, 20. So
Oogie
rude,
woogie.
I know.
right?
I can imagine just out of nowhere. Hey guys, I'm gonna change the music. You look around and all of a sudden you're pelted with 6 daggers. Dunk, 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 dunk.
Oh, bet. Hold on.
You're pelted with daggers to the tune of Darude's
Wait.
storm.
But you didn't open a door first.
Oh, it can happen anywhere. Trust me.
All right. So you had the Dark Lord,
Mm-hmm.
one whose goals are like far-reaching, have far-reaching consequences. You had, I believe you had the Mist, which was something that can't be avoided.
Mm. So it's gonna happen eventually, anyways.
Hmm. Oh shit, actually, was that your personal reading or was that the other reading? Fuck my life. Does anyone recall, did we use the high deck for the big important reading?
You
I think we
did say that you were swapping decks at a certain
Yeah.
point.
I think we did yours first for the main important one. I think we did the high deck.
Yeah. I remember getting the donjon.
The donjon.
Yes. I remember seeing it.
Don Juan.
Don Juan.
Donjon!
That one is being so conservative in someone's thinking that they are a prisoner to their own beliefs.
So they're single-minded.
Yeah, and then the Dark Lord was a single, powerful individual with far-reaching consequences.
Okay, so... Alright. I would really like to follow and pursue this idea of the High Justice. I really would like to, because then otherwise we're going back again on our information, and we're back to square one. This at least seems like progress.
I agree. This is a step forward. If we could find the courthouse, maybe we could get Thea to follow the justice. Or maybe we could also track them somehow.
Emmy flicks her tail. Says nothing.
Ours gets a mouthful of tail. Says nothing.
Damn it, Emmy, why won't you read my mind?
I feel like you guys should have, honestly, go have the NPCs do all the work. Go have a beach day. Do it.
Just like, yeah, never mind the chimera over there. Let's have the bird do everything.
Hmm.
Just-
Listen, the chimera can't fly.
Nope. Can't be
Exactly.
useful at all.
Throw it hard enough.
Holly was trying to imply that Emmy would do it, but Holly can't say that out directly to Emmy, so.
Why?
Because it has to be Emmy's
Coward.
idea. Holly's not going to suggest Emmy change forms.
Gotcha.
That's
Well,
Alright.
rude.
Then Gaius is
That's
gonna
right.
say, I think
Or is it?
I think it would be a bad idea if either of the plate people would be sneaking around and following somebody. Because, you know, he's gonna jump up and down and make a lot of noise. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Right. Right. We definitely should not all go.
I'm
That's
saying
excellent.
Rhea shouldn't, or I shouldn't.
I'm being polite and saying not all of us should go.
Okay.
You know, some of us are. Yeah,
Quiet?
some of us should
Some
stay
of
home.
us are perfectly capable of being stealthy. Gaius would have to get naked, so
I'd rather not.
Please don't.
Just got this plate mail, guys.
Mars.
Isabella would rather you did, actually. So you're gonna have to take that up with her.
Rhea is perfectly capable of being stealthy.
Mars, I'm so sorry. Your face is getting flicked by tail
Press X to doubt.
unintentionally.
Um, Emmy, is everything all right?
In your mind, everything's fine. I'm sure I can't be useful at all. Let the bird do it all.
Like, puts a hand down on her tail to stop it from smacking her in the face.
You know, you can always say something. Volunteer?
In your mind, obviously, if my services were wanted, they would have been asked for.
You're all toxic. Rocks fall.
I mean, yes, we are all toxic. You're right.
That's rude, I'm
Amy's
not.
just really bad at reading Holly's intentions.
Holly's gonna step over to JB like, do you think you and Emmy can, if we find out where the courthouse is, like scout the judge? Like, you can change shape, right? JB?
Let me just read you off their spells. They don't have access to that yet. They're a wizard.
Oh, okay.
They can go invisible, is what you're thinking of.
Okay.
I don't know that I even
instead of-
have greater invisibility. I think I just have regular invisibility.
I think greater invisibility is like a level 4 or something.
Greater invisibility. But if we're gonna sneak into a courthouse, we should probably have somebody there with detect magic up. Because I'm sure they have wards to prevent that. It is a 4th level spell. I should have access to that, actually. I just picked something else that I haven't ever
Hey.
used. because
You
I'm
mean
an idiot.
dispel magic?
No, detect magic.
Isn't that a first level spell?
No, I'm
We're
talking
talking
great-
about greater invisibility.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You were talking about multiple things in a string. Gotcha. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I'm just sitting there going, mine's level 1. Are mages screwed?
Yes.
I like
seen
that
it?
they have
Mine's
two
so
different
fun.
versions of the same spell.
I would love that.
Oh, that
Alright.
would be awful.
Barbarians get invisibility if they just place a sheet over their head. Nobody
I mean,
can.
Emmy-
I can't see you. You can't see me. It's
Emmy
Hey, it works
technically
for
has
Tabaxi.
Emmy technically has both detect and dispel. She would just have to prepare prepare them
Okay.
because neither of them are prepared.
It's really
Probably-
sounding like Emmy can handle this thing.
Oh,
Guys.
Emmy can absolutely handle this thing. Just you guys have to understand, Emmy does not understand the subtlety of Holly, and Holly always approaches things in an indirect way, and that's like Emmy's kryptonite.
Also,
Are you gonna
Emmy
make
might
Holly
have
be
problems
direct?
getting things off of high shelves, so you should probably not go alone.
Sib,
Yeah.
Emmy doesn't understand anything but direct. That's why she's always so confused when you guys just start lying with each other, and she's just like, I don't understand why this is happening. Oh, it's amazing.
So JB, how would JB reply? Like if Holly had said, ways to change your appearance instead of shape.
It's been so fucking long since I've looked at their spells. The only thing that they have is invisibility, and they will tell you as such. The only spell that I that would affect my appearance is invisibility.
Finally, Mars is just like, I see. So, in that case, perhaps, Emmy, would you like to help? Perhaps a bird form would be willing to assist. I don't think we've actually met one of your flighted friends. Still not sure how to address the other personalities.
Right. Emmy would say, I have not met any either, but I do have rather small, fast forms, like a spider or lizard.
Not the spider. Oh god. That's out of character. That has to be out of character.
Okay, gotcha.
But I remember
Not the
last time
spider.
that spider was like 30 feet or some shit. It's like, oh shit.
No, so they have, and DM, I do not have their character card because I've never needed it. But they have like spider form, which is like I think an 8
CR0 creatures.
CR0 creature. Yeah. Oh no, I do
Mm.
have it. There we go. CR0. A giant fire beetle, a scorpion, a spider. I could be a weasel. I could be a
Okay.
CR1/8 giant crab.
Okay, so
Oh,
if we can
please
find the
do.
guy, then you can have somebody like accidentally bump into them, and then you as a spider can jump off and follow Justice Ironbar and just like ride his coat collar, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel
Interesting
like we're
plan.
making this far more complicated than it needs to be.
Yeah, why don't we just go to the person that we need to kill and kill him?
I
We
mean, yeah,
don't
that fucking
know
works.
that, but we
Joe-
don't.
We don't want to kill the wrong person, so we have to make sure this person really is bad.
I mean, we fuck around and find out, don't we? That's
I
what
would
happens.
prefer not.
Can't you just ask him if he's bad?
Last resort.
That people who are evil or have bad intentions usually don't state it plainly like that.
Especially if they have positions in government.
Although, at the same time, I mean, we could just approach them and see what's up, just try and talk to them. Because, I mean, we did go to this lumber mill and get our asses kicked. They, at the very least, should be able
That's
to
what I'm gonna
recognize
do
us.
then. And he walks out.
No. 20. Wait. Okay.
If anybody follows him, you see a 20 standing there like, I don't actually know who it is you're talking
He got
about.
outside and that was as far as
Exactly.
he got.
I didn't think I would get this far.
Yeah.
Why didn't somebody stop me?
20. Let's figure things out. Let's have the group come with us. We'll figure it out. All right?
let's decide who we're gonna kill before we kill them.
Yes.
Mr. Justice,
We
right?
we need
That was
to
his name.
No. Unfortunately, we have to do this, stepwise.
What?
A, B, C.
You're getting
how-
too complicated for me now.
We have to
Yes.
start at number 1 before we get to number 27. Does that make sense?
Right?
Okay,
Okay.
I think.
Yes.
Mars puts a very gentle hand on 20's arm, or 20's arm.
How about when we figure out who the bad person is that we need to kill, we'll let you know their name.
He blinks
Worst
a few
comes-
times, like he's processing.
You hear the fans kick on.
And Holly's gonna say,
As he
And-
tries to overheat.
if all else fails and that doesn't work out, we have a sawmill that you can set on fire.
Oh, what do you think that would count for lots of fires?
Yes.
Or would it just be one
Yeah.
really big one?
Well,
It would count for lots of little ones.
Okay, alright, I want to do that then.
But we have to make sure it's the right building first. We don't want to burn the wrong building.
Well, it's pretty easy to know which one's a sawmill, right?
We have to make sure it's the right sawmill.
Oh, okay. Alright, I leave it to you, professionals.
So what I was trying to get at was, they might recognize us and they might attack anyways. So we can just see what their reaction is. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah. I'm smart. So anyways,
wouldn't
where are we
have thought
going? You wouldn't have thought that?
No, I wouldn't have thought of that plan.
Oh.
I wouldn't have thought you were smart.
I didn't know you could read.
I can though.
You can count all the way to 27. That's much smarter than I am.
Uh-huh. So anyways, let's head out.
No.
so
I-
we are not splitting up, or
Still think our best bet is if we can figure out where the courthouse is.
we can probably just ask one of the city guards.
So I think we should go to the courthouse and find the justice, and a few people should tail the justice from close, and a few people should be not as far away, but further away.
Yeah, sure.
I hope that made sense.
Yeah, that made sense. Hold on.
Okay, so where's the nearest town guard?
We would have to go outside to. But
I should not be the one asking them anything. I think
I could go do that. That's fine.
Thank you.
Oh, yep.
She gently places BB back in their little nest with a flower, and they start heading out. Look for a guard.
Yeah. As funny as I think it would be, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. They're not that hard to find.
Thank God.
Thank
So
God for
yeah,
that.
she goes over.
I fear for your rolls.
As long as you get over a 2. Yeah.
So yeah, she heads over and is like, "Hi, excuse me. I was actually wondering. I'm not from around here. Do you know where the courthouses would be?"
Anyone in particular?
Um, there was a particular justice, actually, that I was looking for. Ironbriar, I believe, was the name that was given to me.
Ah, you're looking for the justice court, ma'am. It's where the Justice Council usually held.
Oh, and where would that be?
That is in the Pediment Building, over in the Capital District.
Thank you, very much. And she hands him a gold for your wonderful service. And immediately about faces and walks away before he can say anything.
I am
It's like,
quite sure, out of
right.
character, that is bribery.
Right.
It's okay.
She doesn't fucking know that.
I think you have to bribe someone before they'll give you information. I
Yeah,
think
that's
Yeah.
just
if you tip
Yeah.
someone for doing their job, I don't think that's bribery.
While I get you, I don't think the judge will care that much.
You're too used to your lab rules.
Could you imagine? Yeah, could you imagine the judge going, "Well, Your Honor, I did give them the money after they told me the info."
You get over to the courthouse, and the guard is standing in there, on the bench with the justices there. Yep, that's the one. That's the one who paid me.
One whole gold.
And what did you do with that
Takes
gold?
his-
I got a sandwich.
He takes his job very seriously, as well as his lunch break.
Yes.
Well,
As he
he'd be-
should.
He'd be just as guilty for he'd be guilty of accepting a bribe.
Yes. Oh, but he'll be off in like a couple hours.
Oh,
That'll be fine.
No. I must have not explained myself. I was worried for the guard, not for Mars.
Oh.
So she will relay the location.
Apparently that's where all of the justices are supposed to be. So there's that.
This town is pretty expansive, and we're like in the lower areas, aren't we? Like it would
Mm.
be at least an hour of walking or so to get up there, right?
You guys are where? Around like Dockway, I think I said was where the cart was put. Up to the Capital District. Yeah. If you guys go north and then west for a good hot minute, you'll hit the Capital District. Well, actually, hold on, cause you would have to pass through the district to have gotten to the townhouse, so you would have technically have been through there before.
Radical.
Is
cool.
the clothing shop on the way?
Oh my god.
Sure.
Holly has a jacket to pick up.
Uh-huh.
At the soup store.
We can do it on the way
Please
back.
don't.
It's fine.
So, we should probably head there soon-ish if we're going to be making decent time.
Right, lead the way.
Okay. Oh, before we go, she turns over to over to I almost fucking called her Esme. Isabel.
It's hard, isn't it?
um, are you able to get in touch with Arithia? See if there's anything new, any updates.
That is a great question. Unfortunately, that is not something that I have under my belt.
What?
So
I have no spells or abilities to get in contact with her. I mean, unless you want me to go out there and get her. Toss some breadcrumbs onto the street.
Wait, I
I
thought
can-
they could communicate with each other.
Thea can
Thea can
communicate with her.
Ah, I see.
Thea essentially has sending
Gotcha.
in the form of her grimoire.
I see.
Oh, okay. So then,
I can send her a message to ask her for an update.
It's fine, hold on. Let me go get some breadcrumbs, I'll be back.
I wanted to get some pastries, anyways.
Yeah.
As long as you don't think it'll upset her.
That
She's-
was a joke.
yeah, as Mars is trying to be like that she didn't actually mean that. Yeah, go ahead and sending. See if there's any updates. Yes, right.
Okay, just give me a second. I need to think about what I'm gonna say. Let's see. Hello, Althea.
Althea.
I hope everything's going well at the wood chopping cult place.
I love that that's what you're using your words on.
Let me know, or somebody know. We'd love an update if you could provide.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I like to think that it just cuts off at that point.
Right. At the
I
wood
was-
chopping place. And then the rest of it isn't being recorded because the voice message machine is
Can you imagine if you get fucking instant message back? Hey, how's it going? I'm just fucking with you. You got my voicemail.
You've reached Arithia. This is a voice box, though. Voice message. Leave a message. How the fuck does this? Delilah.
It cuts off.
Oh my goodness. Alright, yeah. So you send out that message. I believe for sending, it's the same amount of words in response, correct?
Mm-hmm.
24. Alright.
Yeah.
Not much news. Mill seems to be in normal working order. No cultists in sight. Either they've moved or they are waiting for us.
That's concerning.
So, yep. So Holly will relay the message.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
Normal working order? Does that mean they're like milling wood?
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Calling
Wood
it?
mill? You think
Yeah,
people
but are
would
they
do that?
selling wood
Just
at the
go on the
wood mill?
internet and lie?
That is certainly what it sounds like.
Curious, because we sure did kill 3 people there.
Super curious.
And dump their bodies in the water, but that's not important.
Is that what
Mhm.
I
happened?
hope there was enough water.
I only know we killed 3 people because you kept their heads.
Yep.
I'm sorry, that's still freaky to me.
Sorry, dude.
Well, you technically don't need the rest of the body if you're going to be
Cleaving?
It's like slowly pitters off and like gets quiet as people slowly turn to her. Goes back to giving BB scritches.
Yeah, whoever chopped their heads off did a really good job.
You know, I wonder if you like shrink the heads. Can you still cast like speak with the dead on the shrunken head?
Yes, but the voice will be high pitched.
You went for Noigerbear!
I love that.
It would save packing size.
Oh my god.
Jesus
Ollie just
fucking
has
Christ.
all of these shrunken heads like
You hear the fire brigade going by outside with 20.
It's like 3 books down the road. Holly's got like have you ever seen those Furby operas?
Oh my god.
With like different shrunken heads.
You're done. You're done.
Sorry, continuing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 20 making campfire! Oh my god. So shall we go and try and track down the justice?
Yes.
Yes, we should probably do that.
Yes, I'm all for it.
Okay. So DM, we do that.
Lovely.
Puts down BB.
Be good.
A buzzing purr in response.
There's a bird.
There's a
Okay.
baby.
Oh hey. Our teams. So yeah, we're off to see the courthouse.
A wonderful culture of
Long hike
Sotera.
to the-
Gotta add 20 onto there. There we go. Awesome. Traveling by map. Gotta love it.
Whee! You receive in response, caw, 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 caw.
Caw. Caw. Caw.
Bitch.
Oh.
Motherfucker.
So, how are we traveling right now?
Walking.
By
I
map.
believe.
Yep.
Okay. While we're walking, 20 is giving evil eyes to Emmy.
you-
Give me a second.
Oh my goodness.
Going to do perception.
It's not soul.
Uh-huh. Well, it shouldn't be hard for me to pick it up. Yeah. In your mind, you hear, "Are you all right?"
In his mind, he says, "Why do you keep ignoring me?"
He
In your
just
mind again.
squints.
Yeah, in your mind again. 20. Are you all right?
Why are you ignoring me?
Is this out loud?
No. If you
Well,
wish
20's part has to be out loud.
Um.
No, it's an.
Well, no,
he's
that's the thing.
thinking it,
He's
assuming
thinking
Emmy
it.
can
He's not.
hear.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
In your mind again. If you don't wish to talk to me, I suppose that's fine. But you keep staring at me as if you're angry.
Out loud. Can you not hear me?
Emmy
We can hear you.
thinks for a second, and then closes her eyes briefly. And then in your mind you hear, "Have you been trying to think at me this entire time?"
Yes.
Was that
Isn't that how you talk? That's out loud.
okay? Gotcha. Emmy opens her eyes again and looks at you. I have the ability to speak in others' minds, not to hear their thoughts.
He thinks for a moment.
Started this whole problem in the first place.
He looks like she's really trying to think.
The fans are whirring.
Can
Are you okay
teach
there?
me? Oh. Yeah, I'm just a bit confused about how he thinks in my head and can't hear my thinking in my head when he's in my head.
Right.
She's in.
What a clusterfuck.
Emmy will say in your mind, imagine I use words like everyone else. They are simply words you hear in your mind. I do not have the ability to hear any of your thoughts. They must be spoken to me.
Okay, but could you teach me?
Emmy looks taken aback. Like, no one's ever asked that before. Unfortunately, my friend, I can no more teach you how to do this than you could teach me to use your vocal cords. It is just something that I do.
He frowns. All right then. I'm sorry, Emmy.
For what?
I got mad at you because I thought you weren't talking to me.
Of course. I would be upset too if I thought someone was not talking to me.
Sorry I got mad.
You have nothing to apologize for. I should have been more clear in how my ability works.
And now I understand it perfectly. Okay, I will talk to you normally.
I appreciate that.
Yay! I'm glad that's resolved for him.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, that's one thing out of the way.
Thank God.
Alright. Yeah. After the interesting encounter, doesn't take too long to finally reach the pediment building. Which hopefully, you never have to talk at, because otherwise it's a speech at the pediment building.
Ah.
God.
I'll see myself out. What are you guys gonna do?
Does this appear to be / feel like one of those buildings like you need permission to go into? Like, does there seem to be security and shit like that, or is it like a fairly like open, people are just kind of going in and out type thing?
There's a decent amount of people in and out. Think one of those places you're allowed in the front rooms and offices. Just you're not allowed past the back door.
Okay. All right, we're here. As she kind of like starts moving everyone towards like the side, just kind of appear like we're having a casual conversation. But now, I mean, I guess we can go inside, but like, what? Why would we be speaking with him? Like, what exactly? Mm,
Well,
We.
mhm.
Yes?
No,
No, you first.
no, you first.
We could seek out his advice or legal counsel?
if justices offer legal counsel?
Or maybe how to get to his position? I've heard that people, very successful people, like to talk about how they got to where they were.
As students of the law, looking to follow in someone successful's footsteps.
Right. Exactly.
Oh. All right. Yes, we could probably do something along those lines. Right. Okay. Maybe not. She like glances at the whole troop of us. I who all should be?
Who has the highest history bonuses? It seems like it might be important.
Well, I'm going with whoever's going inside.
I have a +7.
Yeah, not me.
I have a +1.
I mean, history
I
and
have
also maybe a deception.
I have
I'm
persuasion.
good at lying.
I have a +8 history and a +1 deception, so take your pick.
I have a +8 deception and a +1 history. No, +3. Sorry, I lied.
I have a +3 history and a +11 deception.
Man. Bro. I don't fucking know. All I know is that I have my history is my highest with 7 and persuasion's my second highest at 6. So if you guys want me to go, I could,
Yeah.
but I'm sword guy. I don't know how useful I would be.
Okay, can you not be a sword guy for like an hour?
We're going
Maybe.
to teach you
Listen,
to
sword
expand
guy,
your
child of the
roles.
Lord.
We shall expand and branch out. We're a small company. We have to play multiple roles.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. We can wear many hats.
You know, and maybe you send somebody else with you as well, so it's not just you. And
We mean like you?
no.
Is that volunteering?
Maybe. Sure. Yeah, that'll be fine. Then JB could be invisible and somehow position it so that Mars is on the Justice. And then we just track Mars. I mean, not Mars, I'm Emmy. Oh, names. Damn it.
Are you all right, Holly? Are you feeling okay?
Yep, sorry.
So
Are you a
20's
bit
going.
Frustrated there? Hold on.
20 is going.
Getting a bit frustrated there, Holly?
Oh, what? No? Yes?
I'd like you to roll me a con save.
Can't save.
Hmm? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do it. Oh, damn it. Sorry. The 10.
Holly, you're starting to feel a bit nauseous.
Yeah, I forgot about that. You know what? Why don't we have JB, Mars, Holly, and 20 go in? That way I can stay outside, I can rush in if needed. And
I feel like 20 maybe
I don't think 20 should go in.
20 will go in just fine. Adults have been keeping him out this whole time. No more. 20 will go.
I think you have an excellent idea, Gaius, about you and 20 standing guard outside to prevent any, if this guy is a leader of a cult, we don't want the cultists rushing in and attacking us behind from our flank.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so we need...
In a court of law?
Go with me, JB.
Exactly. It will be great. We'll have a fantastic time. I'm going.
Yep, okay, this is awesome.
Why don't we all just go in and have Emmy be a spider?
Mm-hmm.
And then if we want, we can have Emmy stick around on High Justice and follow from a while away. Emmy could think to us really hard.
That's not how it works.
I'm trying to come up with solutions, man.
I understand, but if we don't have the proper mechanical understanding, that it's not going to work.
Amy, how far? What would you say? Maybe the distance that you could communicate would be.
I mean, regardless of distance, it's a matter of eye contact, isn't it? Or at least visibility. She looks down at me.
Yeah, she'll probably answer you both, right? One after another. I believe around 30 feet or so, and I must be able to see you. I think, DM, I think I have to be able to see them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like just like the ghost gnome ability.
Okay.
So 30 feet and have to visual.
Okay, we can do this.
Real quick, JB, did you have a thing?
As everybody breaks for their own thoughts, JB will tug at Holly's sleeve. Realistically speaking, in terms of seeing if we are recognized, what happens if he doesn't? What then?
He doesn't recognize us?
Yes. I think our chances of being attacked in a courtroom is relatively low.
Yeah, I think the courtroom attack is relatively low. I think the idea is more to follow him, especially if the group we're looking for is no longer where they were.
I think it would be a good idea to see if they look around to the rest of the group. If we have time, perhaps mapping out a bit of his day to make sure that we know where we're going when we follow, so we are not hampered by easily foreseeable events, say perhaps a gated housing community or any other such obstacles that would lead to one person being separated from the group.
Right, we don't want to leave one person separated. That's why I think somebody should be invisible, near, trying to stay nearby. And it should be somebody with a sending spell. So really, I think that's you or me.
I don't have sending, bud.
Oh, why do it? Okay. Well, damn.
I don't think sending's a wizard spell.
That's me or
is.
Arithia.
It recently became a wizard spell.
Did it?
It is a wizard
How
spell.
recently?
And I think it was either Tasha's or the one before it.
Weird. Okay. For some reason, I did not remember that that's a wizard spell. Anyways, regardless, I don't have it.
It didn't used to be for the longest time, but yeah.
So, could you, instead of you being invisible, maybe I should be invisible, and then I can follow him, and maybe if Emmy or I see them, the justice doing something bad, I can read their mind or something. And send a message back to the group, of course.
And what happens if you are discovered?
Then I run like hell with Emmy? Or pretend like there's nothing to see? Let's see, if all else fails, I can pretend that I am a noble from far away, wanting to seek his advice for an investment.
Perhaps it would be wise to, using your magic, they point to their head, as in the hat, disguise yourself as someone else notable within the community. It would likely buy you enough surprise to get away.
Foxglove.
That's a great idea. Right, I should have thought
Wait.
about that. Thank you.
What if, and this might be a bit harebrained, but what if you disguise yourself as Foxglove, come back to and you wanted to find a way to renegotiate the deed. You were no longer happy with it, and you wanted to find a way around it.
Ooh, that's a brilliant idea. Because then he would immediately go to speak with the other people involved. The other members of the Seven. Or Brotherhood of the Seven.
You're seeking...
Perhaps would summon them to the courthouse where the document was signed, which would make a very public spectacle if they were to try and attack someone.
So...
We're here for you, bud. We'll be right here.
Current plan... The current plan is I go and talk to Justice Ironbar to see about renegotiating the deed.
Ironbriar.
Ironbriar. Mm-hmm.
If that is the case, Foxglove was of a noble house, yes?
Mm-hmm.
It may be wise to at least familiarize yourself with the names of the other noble houses, so that you are not caught unawares if asked a question about, well, anything.
And I should have taken better notes when we were in the house and had the pictures of the family.
I have the pictures of the family. Well, not with me, but I did make recreations.
This may be a good opportunity to ask the maid questions. Perhaps, what company he entertained most often,
Okay.
especially within the city. They would be groups whose names might be inserted into conversation.
Okay, so, how about, uh, uh, two of us, can talk with, Ironbriar just so that we can know who he is, what he looks like, and get a general idea of his demeanor. And then after we've done that and we get some research done, we can come back with you as Foxglove, and we can go from there. And if he is shocked or or surprised that you are alive or something along those lines, just generally getting a reading for his reaction to you being here, that should tell us something about what he knows about the goings on with the Brotherhood.
Maybe nods. I think it would be best to approach him as strangers, genuinely as strangers, and then if we need to know more, to have the information on our side.
You know, we have this letter to Aldern from Zanesha. And it talks about her sidestepping the Brotherhood of the Seven, saying that my agents shall contact you. No need for you to bother the brothers further. So I'm assuming she was trying to cut the brothers out of something. We should definitely identify Justice Ironbriar and come up to him again as Foxglove, trying to curry favor with the brothers against Zanesha.
Well, we still don't know if there's a connection. Well, I suppose there is technically the connection of the document, but we don't know how deeply that goes. I still think our best bet would be for him to be attempting to renegotiate the contract.
The best
Okay.
way to not be caught in a lie is to tell as much of the truth as you can. It would likely not be wise to bring up Sinesha's name if we don't understand the situation in which she ostensibly left the Brotherhood.
Or if she even has.
Maybe I'm reading too much into what she said. I think you're right. Renegotiating the deed would be perfect. So first we have to figure out which one is Justice Ironbriar.
Yes. So I can go in. Who else would be coming with me?
Well, I think
I can go with you.
I can go if you like.
I can also go.
Perhaps we are a large school group touring the courthouse.
I'll stay
Amy
out
just
here.
looks
With
at
our
Holly.
teacher, Gaius.
Yeah, Amy just looks at Holly.
No, I'll stay out here. If anything happens, just let me know. You guys have some kind of spell to, you know, send messages back
Sending.
and forth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm,
So
mhm,
just let me
sending.
know and I'll rush in.
Okay.
I can come in through a window.
Or through the wall.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
Was waiting for it.
All right. So can we go?
Yep. The four of us and Emmy.
Can we take a quick snack break here, actually?
Out of
Is that cool?
character?
No, JB really wants to break for snacks right now. Yes, out of character.
Go for it. Take
Thanks.
5.
Oh, this is gonna be such a clusterfuck.
I will be
Right?
back. Then.
It's gonna be amazing.
I'm gonna let all of your heads recover from being yo-yoed.
Is this a bad idea? I feel like it's a bad idea.
I
feel
don't
like
care
all
if
of
it's
our
a bad
ideas are
idea.
bad ideas.
I don't
I'm not
care.
even sure what the idea is.
We need to do something. We need to do something.
No, I think it's a great idea. And I love the idea of renegotiating the deed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, I'm sure this will go great.
Yep, nope, this is gonna be totally fine.
Totally fine. Totally fine.
Okay. So now we get to see if a year into the pandemic, can I mimic my college professor wife? Oh, today,
No.
class. Yeah. I don't have quite the same gravitas.
I'm still thinking you should send in the NPCs and go for a beach day.
Yep, that's definitely how D&D is supposed to work. You just let all of the NPCs take care of everything.
Look,
And
if you can afford to pay them off, then you can afford to have them do shit for you.
You know,
no,
that's fair.
that was a barb at someone else who is technically not here to defend themselves.
Suppose in the meantime, I look over your alchemy stuff. You were saying, cause what? Cause what?
Oh, I was just saying because, PCs don't actually affect the world. NPCs are just there to do sex machina and
Absolutely, yeah.
save the day.
Wait,
from-
you guys thought you were main characters?
Obviously not.
Hold on a second. No, you guys have no effect on the world. Everything's already planned out. I mean, I know what's gonna happen with the island. I know what's gonna happen with the mainland. And what the fuck are you guys gonna do? Fight
Just
a couple
get carried-
goblins? Oh no.
You... you just turbo goblins.
Right.
The most beefy goblins you've ever seen in your fucking life.
Oh my god. Let's switch over to kobolds. So we can use the fucking swobold stat block.
Oh my god, yes.
I actually want to see if I can find that.
Believe in you.
Swobold 5e. Here we go. They have a 19 strength. For a kobold. What's the CR for a usual kobold?
I think it's like a 1/4 or
Like a
1/8.
half or a 1 or something like that? No, they're not that big. Yeah, it's an eighth. This dude is a
Yeah.
3.
Oh my god!
he beefy.
Unky boy.
Chunky. Holy shit. Okay, so his slam abilities do 2d6 plus 4. His crush ability, if he has somebody grappled, can do 5d6 plus 4.
Fucking Christ.
I now have to make a small clan of kobolds with this guy as their leader. No, wait, even better. The smallest among them is the leader. It's the Patrick and Plankton meme.
Oh my god.
This guy's carrying him around on his back.
Yeah! That's just his big brother.
Right. Man fährt weiter under the crown. Oh my god.
I
next
honestly,
character's
I can't tell if we're getting better or worse at planning as we play.
Oh,
Honestly,
it's yeah.
Go ahead, James.
Some of the worst I've ever seen. It's
Oh,
remarkable.
absolutely. Yeah. It's absolutely amazing the number of times. I will actually have to go back and count the number of times that you guys jumped back and forth between staying here or going back to the cart or doing something else. Absolutely incredible.
It took us an hour and a half of a session to go from a cart to a cart house.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we haven't even talked to anybody yet.
Oh no, it's amazing.
That's not true. You've talked to each other.
Shut the
We talked
fuck.
to the city guard.
You talked to a guard. You talked
That
to
doesn't count.
Very true.
Mars talked to BB.
I didn't get the
Y'all.
guard's name. I should have.
Oh no!
Oh, I swear to God.
It only
We're gonna
counts if
have
you
to
get
go
the
back
name.
to that
Back.
fucking cart to find this one guard to get his name. Is that
He's
it?
changed shift. Shift is switched
Yeah,
already.
he's on lunch break.
It's okay. He's spa / record office girl's brother.
Oh my god. He's just like, I just got tipped a gold, I think. You think that's impressive?
Right?
Change.
Okay. I went upstairs, and they were eating caviar. Yep,
What?
they were eating caviar without me. My wife and her work wife were
Betrayal.
upstairs gossiping and eating caviar.
Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Never let your wife and work wife live in the same place.
Terrible.
This
No
is
Here
what I'm
you
betrayal.
not
are.
doing.
Here
Yeah.
you
Gonna
are,
result in-
eating your
in-
words.
Words are
No,
delicious.
I'm eating caviar for potato chips.
Oh, right, you're about to be eating your words.
My favorite word to eat is mellifluous.
Mm,
Wait, what?
tastes a bit bitter.
It's a delicious word.
You mean milfway?
No way.
I like
Mellifluous.
kerfuffle.
My
Pleasingly
my
smooth
mind
and
went
musical
a
to
very
her.
wrong place. Isn't that the character Angelina Jolie played?
Maleficent.
Jeez.
Because that's a very different word that would taste very different. Got it.
No. What you're thinking is Maleficent. Mellifluous is one of those little bugs with a lot of legs.
What?
No, that's a millipede. What you're really Oh my god, I can't.
I love those videos.
I have recently learned of those videos.
They are so good. I found one the other day that is just top tier. I'm gonna have to find it and send it to you guys.
So the other day I saw a video.
And they never came
Sorry.
back.
Sorry. On the video, it was talking about the first sentence, the closest book near you, the first sentence on page 30 is descriptive of your love life.
Bet, hold up.
I don't even know where any of my fucking books are.
So I was downstairs, and of course, the closest book I found was Essential Readings in Comparative Politics, the 5th edition, which is my wife's textbook.
5e is the best edition.
So, the first sentence starts off talking about the traditional domination exercised by the patriarch and patriarchal princes of yore. That's my love life.
I've never been to York.
Even your love life is ruled by the patriarchy. So sorry, Chris.
No, it's dominated by the patriarchy. You know, not a traditional domination at that too. Tavishi's, when I told her about it, the closest book was a keto cookbook. And page 30 was just a picture of a dill zucchini omelet, which to me sounds absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The words on the page are the nutritional information, which is pretty accurate. That's something I would be saying, so that feels like a very accurate description of my wife's love life.
Yeah.
Food and nutritional facts that nobody uses.
How dare you assume I don't use every one of them?
Hold up, you said page 30?
Yes, page 30.
Oh no.
Is this the first book, like the PDF
closest
Because
book
that's
to
all I
me?
have.
Yep, the closest book to you.
Oh shit, does that count for PDFs?
Hang on, I'm gonna have to count actually 30 pages because this book doesn't have page numbers.
Do PDFs count in this scenario? It's very important information.
If the PDF is closer than a book by a factor of
Damn it.
5.
It is absolutely. And it's the first sentence on the 30th page.
Yep.
Hold on, I gotta
legends
scroll through the module.
tell that the Murlocs of the Darkwood were once humans who, in defiance of the ancestor spirit, sought to tame the forest.
That sounds like a healthy yep, healthy relationship. Very much. Very much.
Okay.
I don't
First-
believe this for mine. The closest book was Tasha's Cauldron. Silver Tongue, 3rd level College of Eloquence feature. You're a master at saying the right thing at the right time. When you make a charisma persuasion check or charisma deception check, you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10. I don't believe this.
Wow.
Interesting. The first sentence on page 30 of the closest book to me is, Recall the best message you ever got in a fortune cookie.
Not that book I gave you.
Well,
Uh-huh.
what was the
Yeah,
best
is it?
message?
That's what I thought.
Wait.
My closest book is Gideon the Ninth. You don't get to turn and leave quite so easily, Nav.
All right. So
Once you're in a
so
relationship, you're not
page-
getting out.
page 30 of our module, since this is the closest quote unquote book to me, the first full sentence is from the fucking goblin area. Oh no. This room contains several mounds of firewood for the kitchen stove.
Hang on.
Okay.
What does it mean?
Let me get another
You're gonna
book.
be warm.
because I feel like the book of 3,000 questions wasn't intended. So hang on a second. Let's see what the
Okay.
closest book to me is.
So this is the first sentence on Tyranny of Dragons. Leosin has been investigating these raiders for months. That's it. Just
Oh no!
months.
You're always investigating, yeah, for months.
Just looking, always looking.
Does he ever find the raiders, traders?
No.
Oh.
Who knows?
Let me see.
Who the hell was he looking for again?
Dragon cultists.
Yes.
Does anyone want to hear the extremely ominous sentence that starts off page 30 of Fodor's Travel Colorado?
Yes.
Sure.
Denver is filled with folks who stopped to visit and never left.
Oh, wow.
Oh fuck.
Oh. So you're gonna always stay in Denver.
Don't.
You're stuck.
Okay. All right, everyone. I went to my closet and grabbed the closest book I could find.
Okay.
Do you want to know the book name, the book first, or the sentence?
Sentence.
Sentence first.
Fire and Brimstone. Range 1,000 meters. Duration 2 rounds per level.
Wow.
What's the book?
That is from Monsters and Slayers, the RPG our father wrote.
Oh wow.
Hilarious.
So,
so if
I
I
guess
go-
my relationships is Fire and Brimstone. That says a lot, actually.
If I go to the actual physical book that's closest to me, it's the Descent into Avernus module. The first paragraph is so much more depressing. I'm sorry, the first sentence. Page 30, yep. The lock on the cabin door has rusted to the point of being useless, and she hasn't bothered to replace it.
Wow.
Oh.
I'm
The
sorry.
second
And yet,
one, consequently, the cabin's unlocked.
I found the only closest physical book that isn't a technical manual. And the first sentence on the 30th page is Istanbul's situation on a peninsula at the north of the strait linking the Black Sea to the Mediterranean Sea means that the city is inextricably entwined with the sea.
see, that's something I would have expected from the essential readings in comparative politics.
All right.
This is from Byzantium to Istanbul, 8,000 years of a capital.
I
Ooh, that sounds
have
fascinating.
I have one last one. This is not a
Mhm.
D&D related book. It is
Mhm.
a Warhammer 40k book. It's called Caiaphas Cain, Hero of the Imperium.
Still another nerd book.
Still another nerd book because I'm a nerd. I flipped to the 30th page. 1 second. It is blank, which is accurate.
Oh no!
Mood. Hold on. Let me grab the actual novel book. Hold up. This is the last thing, and then we're gonna try and get back on track. I feel like this is pretty spot on. It's The Infinite Sea, which is the sequel to The Fifth Wave. And the 30th page is just a black page. It's just space.
The final
Wow.
frontier. These are
Oh,
the stars.
no.
These are the voyages of the
Oh
Starship
my
Enterprise.
god.
So
I'm always a slut for the moon.
I also had gender identity workbook for teens that was like right below, and I'm just mentioning it because page 30, the first sentence is if it did happen, would I be okay 6 months from now?
Jesus Christ.
Ask yourself in a relationship, I guess.
All right, let's
That
get back
is
to
the
this.
question.
Let's go ahead and get back on track. Is everyone here again? Let's get some rolls back.
Day my roll will roll.
Alright, that's half the party.
Hey.
4 out of 6.
It worked.
I'm trying. It's not responding. Okay.
That's fine. 5 out of 6. James, you here?
Yeah, I rolled
6 out of 6.
Oh, there we go.
Laura's really ready.
Let's fucking go.
Alright. So, go for it. I don't even know. Just go for it.
Mars tries to look professional and walks into the.
Holly has a notebook out with a pen like she's taking notes as we're walking in.
But he's following like a child who's somewhere where he's never been before and feels like he shouldn't be allowed in.
Mm-hmm.
Is there some kind of like, I don't know, appointment or secretarial desk?
Sorry, I had to yawn. You walk in, and there is, sort of a wide, hallway from left to right in the area that you're in. Pretty much taking up the full front of the, portion of the building. And several doors line off the side of it. There's a junction at the very center of the wall, which goes back. Large double doors stand there. One of them is currently open. You can see inside that there is a very large courtroom.
Is
And
it
then on-
currently in session?
Is court actually in session or is it a holiday?
You see people sitting down and milling about inside, but they don't seem to currently be prosecuting anyone or anything. Might be
Right there.
between trials.
Are there names or a name board or anything on the outside of the door?
Nope.
Is there like anybody that looks like a deputy or some like a bailiff?
Someone to offer directions.
Yeah, there are guards that are posted in the hall that you're in.
Is Holly's gonna go up to the guard with the least shiny shoes. And ask, excuse me, could you tell me where Justice Ironbriar is?
Looks down at you through the gaps in his helmet. Well, seeing as they're not currently overseeing anything, possibly in their office.
Right.
Is there something I can help you with?
Well, we're students here, and we wanted to interview different justices, to find out about their career path and how I could one day be a justice too.
We could what?
Mars
How
kind
we
of
could
makes
all
a
one day.
yeah. Mars kind of makes a face like this is normal.
Please roll me deception.
Is this just Holly? Is this with aid? If it's me with aid.
Holy shit.
Never mind.
I don't think I could roll an insight higher than that if I wanted to for this guy.
Yeah, so Mars just looks at him over Holly's shoulder, just like very tired, very apologetic. Fucking Christ, Holly.
He's gonna need a minute to recover from that. What the fuck?
The guards
Pull that from. Yes.
Oh
He
my
just
god.
I'm just curious here. Can I see if I don't think there's any way it's possible that Emmy can tell if that was a lie.
Just wouldn't
I
she just
mean,
know
you
it's a
can-
lie?
No,
can-
you know what? You know
can-
what? Even because I only have plus 10. Even if I got a nat 20,
Yeah.
I would not know. No, and the
Yep.
thing is, this is Emmy. She doesn't understand lies.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So like she knows that it shouldn't be true, but that's like for whatever reason, everything Emmy uses to tell if something's true or not, Holly is not demonstrating it.
Holly's
She's not
thinking of
pointing.
changing careers.
She must be calling an audible. This must be different.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Guard sighs and sort of points off towards one of the doors on the end of the hall there. If that's something you're interested in, you're going to want to talk with the secretaries down there.
Oh, that's an excellent idea. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Can I give you a tip? Is that okay? I don't know the cultural local customs.
Just didn't you say you were just go?
Thank you.
Mars again casts a very apologetic look back at him, mouths, "I'm so sorry about this," as she walks away behind Ollie.
Mhm.
You know, I can't get in trouble for. I don't want to get in trouble for bribing somebody.
Of course, right. Mm-hmm.
Mhm,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So, Holly will.
As we're going down the hall, are there any portraits?
Yes, actually. There are plenty of them.
Mars is going to be studying the portraits and looking specifically for any that might be labeled as Ironbriar.
Okay. Bum, 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 bum. As you're walking down, go ahead and roll me a perception just to see what sort of portraits you see.
Oh no.
It'll be fine.
You can do it.
Can I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
See, it's fine.
My baby has eyes!
For once in her life. Yeah. You.
Miriam, I seem to have lost the sight in my right eye. Move your hand, Nigel.
Smashing. You pass various like landscape portraits of the area around the building and other portions of the different districts. You see portraits of you see various portraits of past justices and all of that. You do see on this wing of the hall a portrait of someone called Bale Argentine. Which give me a second. And they seem to have Donnie is adopted. The label of Lord Justice. Continuing a bit further down. Right next to the office you were pointed to, actually. You do find a portrait of one Variel Ironbriar. Let me see, where is he? Can I get a picture that's not super weird?
Not allowed.
I know. Give me a second, I gotta fix this because it's being fucky.
No worries.
You guys are gonna love this photo, I guarantee it. Are you ready?
Yep.
Are you
I'm ready.
sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Think
this
so.
picture is something.
I mean, are we ever sure about anything?
No.
Did they start doing
you
abstract
go.
art portraits?
Oh wow, that's
Oh.
that's a coat.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
He looks like he's headed to a movie theater and has hidden some snacks.
And one
That
of those
man
snacks
is-
is a giant bunch of corn?
It's a long movie.
That man is
got,
walking
like-
out of Walmart with a
He-
fucking flat screen TV under his cape.
No,
He's
no,
got
he's
three
wa-
2-liters going on.
no, he's
like,
walked out of Walmart with 8 robes.
I was wearing all of these when I came in.
Incredible. Oh my god.
Burn, I've shared a portrait with you.
What the fuck? His portrait is real tiny, but this man has way
Yeah.
too many clothes.
That's because it's clipped from a fuller image.
Ah, I see.
He's so chunky.
Considering it's just a little elf man under there.
Hey, sometimes, you know,
Maybe
gotta-
he's just
Layers are you
really
wearing?
cold.
you gotta
Like an
present
entire
yourself.
wire mesh construction frame under it.
I mean, I think it was Victorian era clothes were like that?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Fancy. Nobles. They're fucking weird.
Arthur, when we get to winter.
Yeah, right? Except instead of having wire mesh, it's going to literally be blankets.
Mm-hmm.
Like 12 blankets.
Yep.
And you can't say that he can't carry them. He has a high strength.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god. Tara.
This fucking Sid from Hold up, now I gotta open his picture back up. Oh my god, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that? Blue.
Hello, Sid. I mean, Justice Ironbriar.
This is Spid.
For no reason.
His new
That's
name is
such
Spid.
angry eyebrows.
Right?
Very angry.
It's so weird.
He's either unhappy or constipated. I'm not sure
Yes.
They're
Correct.
not mutually exclusive.
They're not.
This man's. What the fuck?
Oh my goodness.
which. But I thought corn was supposed to be good for your digestion.
Anyways, so we go up to the secretary.
Yeah.
After you,
Secretary, look at anything
I
else,
imagine
this is hilarious.
you walk past this portrait and Mars, you read the nameplate, and you're just like, wait,
Yeah,
Really?
double take. Like, wait, this guy, like, really? She,
this is
like gently taps Holly's shoulder. Holly keeps walking and just kind of like jabs, just like look.
Holly will look at it and say, you know, evil takes all forms.
There's just like.
look at this fucking nerd.
Oh my god.
Okay.
He heard that the bigger you were, the more intimidating you were.
If he ever runs into a bear in the middle of the city,
Right?
he'll be fine. So, yes. When we get up to the secretary's desk, Mars will say, yes, we were actually sorry. Hello. I hope you're having a good day. We were wondering if Justice Ironbriar was in at the moment.
Yeah. He's probably back in his office, doll. Can I help you with something?
Yes. We were hoping to interview him, if that would be all right. We're I suppose you could say we are aspiring to follow a similar career path, and we had hoped that he would give us some pointers.
I see. All right, all right. You know, the justices are very busy people, very full schedules. What exactly, like, time frame, what kind of thing are you all trying to do?
A very brief interview, I promise. It won't take up any of his time, or at least not a great deal of his time. Glances over at Holly, just like.
Just a really quick interview for a law review. You know, how did you get to where you are being so successful?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Let me just look at his schedule. We'll see what sort of availability he has.
If he isn't too terribly busy now, that would be preferable. If not, that's fine, but it would.
Are there any like immediate like? Is there anyone else immediately in the area?
Inside of this office? No. There are people like milling about in the halls going from point A to point B.
Don't offer him money. Don't try and offer him money.
I'm trying not to. Listen, she doesn't know how this works.
Don't try and offer him money. We're in a court of law.
It's fine. Courts of law are the most corrupt places.
Yeah, for rich people.
We're rich.
We are posing as
Not that rich.
We are not that rich.
I don't know what the problem is. Money is a valid form of currency.
I would hope so.
That is correct.
And
That doesn't mean we can give it to everybody.
I'm sorry, this is coming from who?
Right?
I said not everybody. Most people, yes, just not everybody.
Not everyone.
I'll keep that in mind.
Very curious what your parameters for that exclusion policy
What are the
is.
limits on this? What are the criterion?
Yeah.
How nice their shoes are.
I think we all look very nice.
20 isn't even wearing shoes.
At least I'm wearing pants, but that's it.
You're lucky.
He's also wearing a bit of mayonnaise around his mouth.
True facts.
I thought you were gonna say he's wearing mayonnaise around his toes, and I was gonna freak the fuck out.
Oh no, but that's a good idea.
Why was that where your mind went?
No.
Because you guys were talking
no.
about shoes. You guys were
Pepper
talking about
mayo,
shoes.
Pedicure.
Moving on.
Mayonnaise makes a great lotion.
I
It
will
really
leave
makes your
this
skin
campaign, I
baby
swear to God.
Why do you think I keep my skin looking so young?
20 is actually 200 years old.
It's 20 decades.
27 decades. Oh my god. Anyway.
Do you require a persuasion roll, or is she literally just looking over? Or are they just looking over a schedule?
This woman's literally just looking over a schedule.
Okay.
She looks like she's 5 months from retirement.
Mm-hmm.
As she flips through this planner, essentially. Okay. So, yeah, no, we can pencil you in. It looks like the earliest time we have is 3 months from now.
Oh, did you say right now?
No, dear, it's 3 months. And right as she goes to say it again, you hear this shouting back in the main hall, and then like a very man sounding like a little girl scream, and then the shattering of a window.
No, that wasn't me.
And she just turns the page. Never mind. Looks like his 5 o'clock is open. Can you do 5?
Sure.
So just to make sure I am interpreting this correctly, God. We heard a shout. No, sorry, a scream. And then the
Thrown out a
crashing
window.
of a wind. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
we
threw
heard
a man
the-
out the window.
You want to peek your head out?
Yes.
JB will do so.
So, JB, you peek your head out the into the hall, and what you see is the guards shouting at this this man who has walked his way back in, dusting himself off. And they seem to be in just a bit of a quieted down, heated argument.
With anybody we recognize?
It doesn't seem like it.
Some sorry rando. Jeez.
They
Yes,
step back into the room, but like only a little bit. So if they walk by, they can hear what somebody's saying.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can absolutely have heard what some of they were saying before this man started coming back in. It's essentially the guards yelling at this man. Jonathan, you can't do this every week. You do this every week. Look, I'm just trying to make an honest living. I live here, I got a stall. I'm trying. No, look, for the last time. We are not converting the courthouse into a bouncy castle.
Well, it seems like a very reasonable idea.
He's like, look, I think the justices would love it. Everybody loves a good bounce. It's just all downhill from there. And it just devolves from this man talking about a bouncy castle into just more nonsensical things that don't even seem to correlate with each other.
Can we just kind of slowly slink away over to where Justice Ironbriar should be?
Do you know where
Let's not open that door for disaster to strike.
Hey, Blue, are you really far away from your mic?
I forgot to fold it down. Sorry.
There you go. Okay.
Alrighty.
Yeah, let's not push our luck if the 5 o'clock is open.
Is it almost 5 o'clock?
It's the perfect chance.
You guys have taken a bit to walk over here, yeah.
Okay. If the 5 o'clock's open, I think we should go.
Mm-hmm. That sounds wonderful.
Okay. Lovely. As dogs scratch at my door. She tells you the office number to look out for. She's like, all right, you just head in through the double doors down back in the hall, go through the court. The back section, there'll be a door on your, she sort of turns herself to face where you would be looking. Yeah, door on the right, just go into it. Down a little bit on the left, and there's an office on the right there.
Perfect. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful rest of your day.
And Mars will pull Holly along.
Mm-hmm. You all make your way out of the office, and she seems to follow a bit behind you, standing in the doorway, shouting down, Is Johnny back here again? And anyways, as you all go in through the courtroom and find the office.
So we'll knock on the door.
Mhm.
Holly will stick her head in like, "Hi, I'm Al Woods. This is Bruiser Woods. We're both Gemini vegetarians." We were wondering if we could bother you for some legal career advice.
Mars pokes her head in. Yes, if you wouldn't mind. Your secretary said that you were available.
We've just heard wonderful things about you.
I'm sorry, you killed me.
I'm never going to remember those names, and Mars never going to say them.
Mhm.
Like, we did not discuss this.
I heard Elwoods, and then everything after that was just blank.
Mars' name is Bruiser Woods.
Bruiser?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
From the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sorry, anyways.
I don't believe.
We heard you were just a shoo-in for the next Lord Justice position.
As this man looks up from the paperwork that he's doing, a shoo-in for... You do realize that the Lord Justice was just elected.
Well, yes, of course, but eventually, when a replacement is required, you are certainly quite high on the docket, from what we've heard.
Heard your name was right up there, and it was just bad luck that it was not you this time, but it'll definitely be you next time. Or at least that's what I heard.
And... Oh, are you saying something?
Nope.
Okay. He says, and what exactly can I do for you?
We were hoping for an interview of sorts, and Mars will move into the actual room and attempt to get some sort of gauge of, like, if there's any sign of recognition.
Mm-hmm. Roll me an insight.
Uh-huh. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Not that you can tell.
So, yes, we were hoping for a bit of an interview, some of your goals through the years, how you've moved up in the ranks as you have. Surely a lot of hard work and such, but there is always strategy involved in such things.
Right. Well, we will have to keep this brief then, unfortunately. We do have another trial starting relatively soon.
Wow, how late do you guys work?
Whenever trials are set by the Lord Justice. It's not all day, mind you, but...
That's would you mind if we observed you in action?
Of course, the most of the trials for today have been open to the public.
Oh, marvelous, marvelous. I'm sure we will learn just amazing things from your wonderful judgeship. Justiceship.
You have a plus, James?
20 would like to do a does he look evil to me check.
Go for it.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Oh no.
I don't recall this skill.
What is this? What would that be under?
This is
Intimidation?
specific.
Intimidation.
No.
Insight?
Insight.
Insight?
Ooh.
Evil to you. He looks totally. I mean, such a tiny man in a big uniform, and he's got such angry eyebrows. He's obviously hiding something under there. He must be like 2 gnomes in a trench coat. It's obviously something stinky is going on here.
He tiny man. He chuckles and says that out loud.
Which bit? Oh.
He tried tiny man.
Oh. You get a very strange look from the justice. I beg your pardon?
Oh, I was just thinking that you could be 2 gnomes.
Your intellect, it's so high that it's like you have 2 brains. Right?
No, like
20?
it's the big robe. It's like 2. You could fit 2 people in there, and like one would be standing on the other one.
Yep. Standing on the shoulders of giants with those amazing intellects.
Holly trying to go. Oh god, oh gee. Abort.
Shut up, Tony.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
20, you see his... Or for just a second before they straighten out again.
Can I just... You don't mind if I have a look, do you?
Yes.
I'm sorry. At what exactly?
Well,
The
he
gavel,
just
the
looks
large
so-
gavel.
No, he looks so small, but the robes are so big, I want to see what's inside.
James.
I beg your pardon. Sir. Like, this man just looks at a loss for words.
I'm so like Mars like very quietly mouths, "I'm so sorry," and like makes a motion of like knocking on her head and like gently gesturing at him, just like he insinuating that he's essentially like brain damage. My brain has been injured.
Ow.
He's from the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Oh, holy shit.
Okay, first of all, wow. Secondly, in the world of D&D, that means he's a high-level mage, as Wish is a level 9 spell.
20 really wants to see what's under those robes now.
Oh my god.
Ask him to dinner first. God.
Yeah,
Just-
jeez.
20 doesn't have time for that.
They can have mayonnaise together.
Oh, yeah, we could.
As the justice just sort of straightens himself out in his chair and dusts off the robes from absolutely nothing having been on there. Let's get on with this interview, shall we?
Yes, absolutely. What would you say drew you to the legal profession? I mean, I'm sure it was just your love of right and wrong.
Oh my god, Holly, in your mind you hear, what is the point of asking him a question if you already have the answer?
Oh, I was. It's to be ready. You need to be ready to know what you're doing.
Holly says to no
Hello?
one.
Yeah,
Right?
just to no one. he's starting to believe you're all a bit touched.
Mars just slowly closes her eyes.
Right. Well,
I'd like to think that we're only still here because this is the funniest thing that's happened to him all day.
right? I've been dealing with yelling lawyers and people that have just been sitting in the peanut gallery and the jurors and the Lord Justice.
And that asshole about the bouncy castle.
Right? He's looking up his skirt as he's sitting behind his desk. Are you gonna crawl under his desk?
Well, I suppose that might be a bit obvious, so no.
Jesus Christ, funny.
Yeah. I feel like I forgot to tell Emmy to do something beforehand.
No, it's fine.
No, I mean,
Well,
Emmy's aware of what's needed, just wants you guys to finish your conversation.
my father was actually a justice. Off in the kingdom of Senin. He worked for the king in Koro.
Wow, he
That
I
sounds
can
like quite
see
a
why you're.
prestigious role.
I mean, to have your legal expertise passed down from your father, 2 generations of knowledge. I can definitely see why you'd be the next in line for the Lord Justice. Are you, as a justice, are you often called to oversee different legal documents like land disputes and things like that? I'm just curious, is like the extent of your scope, your legal scope.
He nods, when needed. Typically, for petty matters and the like, there are lower judges and such that take care of things. But the rest of the council and myself typically look over disputes and legal documentation for nobility within the city.
Oh, so then maybe you have have a lot of experience working with other legal families in the area. A lot of connections.
I would certainly hope so, being on the council. Sort of raises an eyebrow at you.
And what's every judge has a story, and I don't want you to say names or anything because that's the wrong thing, but what's the most exciting case? I mean, of corruption. I'm sure you guys get some interesting things here in Haida. You know, different groups, bands of roaming marauders or cultists trying to take over the cities as they do.
I would certainly like to see a roaming band of marauders, as you so put it, try to take over Haida. But as we most commonly work with the nobility and such, you understand that I can't simply go about airing their laundry, as it were.
Oh, no, absolutely. I wasn't, like, I didn't want you to name names or anything, of course. I mean, you know, there's always that one person in town that you're just like, I bet that noble guy does some shady stuff. Suddenly having flashbacks to being in grad school and trying to talk with other scientists. And then you run out of conversations and you're just sitting there staring at each other with your half-eaten sandwich for lunch.
This got way too deep, way too quick.
Really? Because I'm starting to get flashbacks to Eel's End.
Do you need
That
me
the
to set
place you
something
guys
on
set on
fire?
fire?
I'll set something on fire.
No, please.
I dare you.
Are you sure?
Actually-
It's traditional. When we run out of conversation topics, we resort to arson.
Were you...
We could just watch you in action for the next legal trial. Is it okay if we just kind of sit here?
In the courtroom, yes.
Great, great. I think that would just be marvelous fun. What do you guys think?
But I don't really know what any of that means.
We're gonna
Quite
sit
alright.
here and we're gonna watch him be amazing and try to figure out if he's actually two guys in a robe. Holly says,
Oh,
Queenie.
okay. No, I'm all for that then.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't want this option. He totally fucking hears that.
His fucking ears twitch.
Right?
27 perception. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
He has a +8! He got a 9!
Wow.
Criminy.
You can see the tips of his ears growing red.
Right?
Very well, we shall engage in the watching of the thing. Post immediately thereafter.
We will depart and get you dinner immediately thereafter, yes.
Oh my god.
I guess we're just gonna watch this next court case.
What an absolute mess.
Oh my god. Mars kind of shuffles forward, ears and cheeks flushed red. I'm terribly sorry about this. But in a more
on topic matter, as you know, there is a great deal of importance in who is backing a justice, just as much as what they stand for themselves. Are there any individuals or organizations that you would say we should be wary of in our um, efforts to rise in station?
Anything illegal? The Thieves Guild, for one.
Yes.
There is. I actually think I have a list of, like, different things for you. Hold on. You gonna make this man list things.
Uh-oh.
Is Emmy just sitting there on Mars this whole time?
I'm
Uh-huh.
chilling.
Yep.
Okay.
No, I know what needs to be done. She's waiting for your conversation to end.
We're just gonna sit there and wait patiently for the next case.
If that is the case, if the role play is done, after a bit of time, Emmy will just calmly get up on Mars's shoulders, stretch, and leap down and walk out the door.
That's fine.
JB, who is lingering by the door, like, looks back and forth, like, looks to Mars, like,
Right before leaving, Mars, in your mind, you would hear, "Tell them I am simply trained to go outside and pee."
Oh no, she's don't worry. She's just going outside to take care of business.
Might want to make sure she actually makes it. It just gives you a very short smile, a very exhausted man, and walks out and into the courtroom.
She's well trained. Okay.
DM, the second I'm outside the door, I'd like to find a very small, obscured place behind a pillar or something.
Yeah, there are, like, tables and plants and everything in the hall that you could absolutely hide yourself behind.
And I am going to wild shape into a spider.
Yeah, boy.
Spider!
Alright. And, I think we're gonna call it there.
You guys don't get to hear my accent.
Jesus.
No.
Oh no.
I've never been a spider before.
You have though.
Not a spider. I've been a giant spider. They're two
Oh.
different things.
Okay. All right. Fine. Whatever. Whatever, man.
I would just like to cut over to Thea really quick, still flying around the fucking lumber mill.
Yeah.
Because nobody's told her to come back.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like her. Sounds like her
be getting
problem.
paid extra for this.
Well, I
Is she
mean,
getting paid?
the idea of still keeping watch over there is still a good idea, in my opinion.
No, I just think it's a funny image.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Alright.
she'll get lots of food and alcohol
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the night.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna cut it here. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.